Hello and welcome to the Mightiest Gyros. I
Hello,
am your
hello.
I am your host, Ijaz, joined as always every week by the one, the only, the Edge Lord, Rafi. Rafi, say hi.
Hello, hello. Hi, hi.
Okay,
Arigatou gozaimasu.
arigato
That's,
gozaimasu to you too.
that's thank you, isn't it? Not.
That's
Wait, what was it? Moshi moshi. There we go.
moshi mosh, yeah, moshi mosh. That's the one. That's the one.
Cheers.
Yeah, sorry, we were having some audio technical difficulties earlier. You guys don't actually know that because we're not live. We're pre-recorded. We didn't
Blooper
actually.
reel.
Yeah, we didn't have to tell you that. But I like being honest and I like being blunt. But anyway, that aside, this week, I don't know if you guys heard of this little company called Sony. They had an event on Wednesday where they revealed some new games for their new upcoming console, the PS5.
The
Sorry,
PS Vita 2. Oh,
the,
okay.
the, the PS5 or the PlayStation 4 2. Yeah, sorry, that's what it is.
PS3 3.
Yes, the PS3 3. But they had some really hype games. Some more hype than
Mhm.
others, still hype
Mhm.
nonetheless. Our boy Rafi here found them all pretty hype. So we're just going to run through
Not all. Some of them. Well, actually, to be honest, only two games. But yeah, yeah. Other than that,
it.
pretty much just hype for the whole thing.
But yeah, we've got quite a lot to talk about. So let's just run through them. Okay,
Mhm.
so let's start off with the first one that they showed us, which, well, to be honest, is more Rafi's hype train
Aha.
than it is mine. So Rafi, why don't you take the reins here?
So, just some backstory on this. I'm a big fan of r/slash gaming leaks and rumors. And there was a big leak going on that Final Fantasy 16 was going to get announced at Sony's thing. Now I was like, Final Fantasy 16, come on, they're too busy focusing on 14 right now. Seven, they got the hype off of 7 this year. I don't think 16 will become for another year or two. But then the official Twitter handle was made for FF16 underscore JP. I was like, oh shit, it's finally happening. But what I really wanted from Final Fantasy 16 was take it back. No more steampunk, no more modern day shit. Take it back to fantasy medieval times. And the first thing that PlayStation showed at Wednesday's event, Final Fantasy fucking 16. Holy shit. Final Fantasy 7 from the first episode, everyone should know that's my favorite game of all time. First game I ever played. So, Final Fantasy means a lot. But yeah, seeing Final Fantasy 16. So the trailer was fucking amazing because we got like it was on PC. That's what was interesting. But I think every other game they showed was pretty much done on PS4. But they
That's
showed.
the biggest scam ever.
Yeah, I mean, thing is, it might not be on PC. I'll get into that. So after all, I mean, but I'll get into that. So yeah, they showed Final Fantasy 16, the new characters. They showed different summons. They showed new version of Shiva, a new version of Ifrit, and they showed the fucking combat. The combat looks like a mix of 7 remakes and 15s. And 7 remakes combat I fucking love. The whole like a real time blend with turn-based combat is fucking sick. But I'm just happy it's gone back to medieval times. I mean, I love my steampunk. Obviously, Final Fantasy 7 being my favorite game. I love my steampunk. I love the modern day shit, but I want to.
You want more
I, I don't.
fantasy in Final
The,
Fantasy.
I think the last Final Fantasy I think they did mainline that was set in like a high fantasy medieval universe was 4, and that came out in like the 90s at some point. I could be wrong because 5 I haven't played 5. 5 could be medieval for all I know. But I know from 6 onwards they took a more steampunk approach with adding mechs and all this shit like that. But yeah, I'm super excited for this game. Combat looks fucking amazing. The OST sounds beautiful, and it's made by the guys who did I think one of the best 14 DLCs. 14 being the MMO. So I mean, I have friends who play 14. I have 14 myself. I have all the DLCs, but I haven't.
I have a friend who plays 14, and when I tell you they want me to play it, and I tell them no, just constantly no, I'm not into MMOs, and they keep saying, you'll be into this one. I'm like, I'm not into any MMO. You cannot convince me that I'll be into this one.
I think you'll be into it.
Maybe I
I
will,
mean,
but
I played so far. I'm like I think a quarter or like maybe even less, like a fifth through the vanilla campaign. And stupid me, I bought all the DLC, and that means recently they made the first DLC in main game completely free. stupid me bought all the DLC means I still have to pay the monthly subscription to play it, even though I'm doing the same content. But I need to actually get into 14 properly. But I'm not employed currently, so once I get a job, yeah, my £10 subscription will go into that. But 14, I've heard many good things. Apparently, there was a vote for the best story, and Final Fantasy 14 apparently, well, Stormblood or Shadowbringers, that one best story. So that's interesting. I'm looking forward to this 16. Combat looks great. The story's gonna be amazing. New world. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait. They didn't say a release date, but I'm assuming 2021 Q3, Q4.
Yeah, definitely not a launch title.
Yeah, of course.
No.
As I was saying though, you know how I was saying PC. Um, so at the end of the trailer in the stream, it did say timed PS5 sorry exclusive coming to PC later, blah blah blah. On Sony's official channel, when they uploaded it, it doesn't say the PC thing anymore. I think
Oh,
I saw a tweet about this. I think it was Nebellion, who big Twitter game dude. He tweeted something like that. So yeah, I could be wrong, but with memory serves me right, that's there. So it might be on PC. Who knows? I mean, if they put it in the thing, if they put it in the stream, it probably will. But there's another game which they also put on stream saying it's PC, and we'll get into that in a bit.
mm. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
that was the first one they showed, and when I tell you, or I was watching the live stream with Rafi and some of his friends from like college,
mm.
and I think that's something I'm gonna do more often because they are a very entertaining bunch. Rafi was losing his shit every.
I just scream at everything.
Yeah,
I scream at everything that's good.
yes, Rafi was losing his shit at this trailer, right? Because at first we didn't know it was. They didn't reveal the title till the very end of the trailer, and we were all just like guessing, trying to guess what it was. I'm pretty sure Rafi kind of knew from the get go.
I knew straight. I heard the OST. I heard the prelude. I heard that. I was like, yes, this is
Fair
this
enough.
is me, boss.
I
This
didn't
is
hear.
me.
I didn't hear that part because I walked in. Sorry, I logged on. I logged on. I clicked on and I put my headphones on just as the beginning of the cinematic was playing. I didn't really get a chance to notice the music, but yes, this was Rafi's favorite moment of the entire stream, I think.
Hmm.
And
But I'd say this. Yeah, joint with another game, but yeah, I'll drop it
I'm
in a bit.
pretty sure I know which game. But then the next game, which I was actually surprised that they did this early on, and I thought because I thought they were going to end with this, but with the game that they ended with, I'm like, okay, fair enough, it makes sense to end with that. But this one's the one I'm personally really excited for, as you guys all know, right? I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and I've said multiple times I'm looking forward to the inevitable Insomniac Spider-Man sequel, like full-on sequel for their 2018 game. And
Hmm.
I'm really looking forward to the PS5 launch title, Spider-Man Miles Morales. I was
Yes,
surprised how much gameplay I was surprised that they showed gameplay.
that was a chunky bit of gameplay they showed
It
as well.
was,
It wasn't something very small. It was a we got some story.
yeah.
We got some um like character development with that other dude in the beginning of the trailer, and then we see the villain and shit. But yeah, I'll let you get into it.
Well, the villain.
The villain,
I,
yeah,
I,
Mr. Negative, what his name was.
yeah, no, it was the Tinkerer, right? But I think he's
I
the.
mean, in the original,
Oh yeah,
yeah, they're gonna do the same thing.
I'm predicting that as well. Like they're gonna say
Yeah,
it's the Tinkerer, but it's gonna be someone else, like whoever's
it's
funding it.
gonna be Peter Parker.
Nah, I don't think Peter Parker. Obviously not. I don't think it'll. I don't think it will be Norman Osborn because they're saving him for the sequel. Like
Yeah, him and Venom probably.
like
Yeah,
the main sequel. Like it this this will definitely be someone more akin to Miles Morales as a
Miles.
character. So I'm thinking someone like um, the Prowler, or like if they're gonna go the Spider Verse route, maybe they're gonna have a story where Kingpin gets out. Obviously we lock him up at the beginning of the first game, but yeah,
Oh yeah,
they they showed him a they showed a really good amount of gameplay on this, and it looks so smooth, so fluid,
Mm-hmm.
and I love the fact that Miles, even from even without playing it, I can already tell that Miles plays differently to Peter in how like I don't know how to describe it, but when he dodges and like when he's up in the air doing the aerial combat, it's like it's kind of like Eddie from Tekken.
Eddie.
You know
Eddie.
the
Who's Eddie again?
the guy who does the capoeira.
Oh, Eddie Gordo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that. It's so much more. It's sort of like he's like dancing in midair, but instead of just doing a plain vanilla dodge like you do in the thing in the in the in the base game, right? Because obviously he Peter Parker's style was very vanilla, right? But with my in this trailer, like you can see you can see the flair that they added to it. And it's like, yeah, he's different to Peter Parker when you get it shows in the gameplay, and I'm so glad that they incorporated the Venom blasts because
Hmm.
that 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 is my favorite. Well, it's my second favorite ability of Miles Morales, besides the invisibility, which I feel like they're gonna nerf that. Like it's gonna be like, okay, you're invisible, but you're invisible for like 6 seconds
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's
because
gonna be like a probably a big stealth thing, but in combat, it's gonna be your saving grace. It's like the ability you're gonna save up for the perfect moment.
yeah, yeah. But and you know what they actually announced on Twitter? Insomniac. I love Insomniac for this. It's like, oh, you guys like the Miles Morales trailer? Well, guess what? We're releasing it on PS4 as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool.
So
A lot of games from PS5 are gonna be cross-gen, which kind of goes against what Sony said, really. I find that interesting because Sony did say they're not worrying about cross-gen games. They want to make games for the future gen. So it is interesting how they are releasing Miles Morales and what's the other one called? Horizon. I think Horizon the sequel is also going to be on PS5. I mean PS4.
yeah, but I feel like the Miles Morales and the Horizon game, like their PS4 versions are not gonna be as crisp when they're
Oh boy, your PS4 is going to turn into a fucking jet engine for sure.
yeah, 100%. My PS4 is gonna go flying out the window. My PS4 is gonna be able to freaking power the whole country after. Like, I don't know. No, it's gonna cause a national blackout, and then it's gonna power the country as its national generator. It's gonna happen.
Spider-Man is looking interesting as well because I don't know if you know, but you know there's going to be an Ultimate Edition.
Is it?
So
Oh,
here's what's got me pretty excited.
it makes sense because he's Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah.
There's going to be Spider-Man Ultimate Edition, which comes with the original game for PS5, remastered.
Oh, oh,
So what I'm excited for is because Spider-Man already looked amazing on the PS4.
that is true.
Now, if I could play the full game again, which I honestly don't mind doing, even though I platinum the game because it's hella easy plat, I don't mind doing
It,
that
it,
again
it
just
was
to get the.
it was a really easy. It was a game. It's the first game I ever platinumed. Right, I mean like the first game I ever got 100% of the trophies in any game I've ever played. Right, and I'm talking about since Xbox 360 days. Right, I never got 100% in any game on Xbox 360. Never got 100% in any game on PS3. But I think this was the only game where I platinumed, and it wasn't even an intentional platinum. It's just I was just playing through the game, right? And then as I played through, I'm like, platinum trophy, nice.
It's weird because you don't even have to like technically 100% the game. Like I remember, you know the challenge missions where you have to like fight and get the challenge tokens to
Oh
get
my god,
like
those piss me off so much.
you
The
didn't even have to get. I
the
think
fucking
like
the
was it
fucking taskmaster.
gold?
Yeah, you didn't have to.
Yeah, so it was an easy play, which I liked, but
Yeah.
I don't mind going for that game again if it gives me another platinum. Also, since I've had my PS4 since day one, 2013 when it came out, and I know Spider-Man is a game that deserves a nice like little 4K. I got my 4K monitor. I can fucking play Spider-Man again on 4K. That'd be fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't.
And it's got the DLC, which I didn't play all the DLCs because I just couldn't be asked buying it.
If I'm being honest, the DLC was not worth buying,
Yeah.
but luckily because I bought the season pass, which is only £15.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
So
what I was gonna do at
so,
first.
so
Yeah.
I just got all the DLC. I wouldn't have paid £8.99 for each of them. I
Mhm.
was like,
Hell no, hell no. I heard they were really short. Like, you can finish in like 2 hours
they were really
each.
short. I'd say about 3 4 hours.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But
What
that
per DLC?
yeah,
Is that like just the main campaign missions in the DLC, or just like or with all the side
this
content?
I'd say the main campaign.
Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah,
Did it come with side content like
it,
extras?
the first one didn't really. The second and third one, there was a lot of side content.
Okay.
So it's like yeah, But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm heavily excited for that game, as we all
I'm
know.
gonna be buying that edition. Yep,
Yeah,
Ultimate Edition.
I'm probably gonna be buying the PS4 version unless I have unless someone wants to fund
Get
my
it on Argos. Get an Argos card.
Argos card. I might
Pay
just have
like
to do it.
£10 a month.
But yeah, after this trailer, I went and made myself some noodles, so I missed the next couple of games because noodles take forever to make apparently. So again, Rafi will take the reins in explaining the next couple of games, I guess.
So yeah, the game that came after Spider-Man's little gameplay trailer thingy was the new Harry Potter game, which is made by Avalanche. I think Avalanche are the same guys who did the Mad Max game, and I think they co-produced Rage 2. But yeah, so a bit of a different game for them since it's not set in like a wasteland. But yeah, Harry Potter. Harry Potter's getting its own RPG set in the 1800s, so it's pre-movies, it's pre-Dumbledore, it's pre whatever Fantastic Beast has. I know Fantastic Beast has that Johnny Depp villain who looks fucking weird. And I know J.K.
Grindelwald.
Rowling confirmed them Johnny Depp and that dude, Johnny Depp and Dumbledore's character being gay or something. I was like, okay, you do whatever you want to your own franchise. But yeah, they're making a open world, I guess, RPG. And there was a leak, I think 2 years ago, or maybe even 3 years ago, of some gameplay for a Harry Potter RPG, like a third person, like, use the one to shoot sort of shit RPG. And I think this is that same game. I'm not gonna lie, it does look pretty interesting. I don't think it's a game I'm gonna buy. It
Yeah,
looks pretty cool because I'm not a Harry Potter fan. Like
I'm
I watched the
I'm
first
I'm not a
I watched the
huge.
first three movies and I just got bored.
I used to be a really big Harry Potter fan up until I worked in the Harry Potter section in Primark. And now I can't look at it the same anymore because I'm like, my god, the
I
fan,
forgot Harry had so much Harry Potter gear. It was cringe.
bro, this the working in that section had gave me such a strong and cruel hatred for the fandom of Harry Potter because my god, they are the most annoying, most entitled bunch of twats I have ever seen and ever come across. And the worst part is because I was working in retail, you're not allowed to be a dick and to be sarcastic to, or you can be sarcastic to them, but you have to do it in a way where they don't
Were
notice.
they were they or like in a way they understand it and it's a joke between you two? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like oh, okay, when it came to like international people who didn't speak like English as their first language, I was always nice to them because I'm like, okay, this is what they think England and London is like. Okay, this is their idea of our country. So let's not ruin that for them, right? So I'm like, okay, let's be nice. Let's give them a nice positive experience. And I never really had any qualms with them. It was the natives. It was the natives that pissed me off.
The British.
Yeah, because it's like if you didn't have something in their house, they would go full Karen. It's like, oh, they would always say something stupid like, "Oh, how could you not have Gryffindor or Slytherin? They're the most popular houses." I'm like, maybe because they're the most popular fucking houses. You ever stop to think about that? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And why on God's earth would you come to a Primark in central London on a Saturday between the hours of 12 and 6 and think you're going to have any luck whatsoever? You're going to come in the busiest time of the week, right?
In a store known for having very good prices.
Yeah, and you're going to expect to get what you want. Are you stupid? Like, it got to such a point where because I started feeling bad for people, I kept saying to them, listen, you come here next week, 8 o'clock on Saturday, and I will have something ready for you. You tell me
I'll
what you need.
hand make it for you.
Sorry, not 8 o'clock. My shift didn't actually start at 8:30. I would have been like, okay, you come here around 8:30, between 8:30 and 9 a.m., and I will have whatever you need ready for you. Right?
You will go physically yourself to the warehouses and factories in Bangladesh, make it yourself, and come back.
Well, no, because we always refilled. Like, because we always restocked on Sundays.
Oh,
So what I would do is I would tell one of my mates who worked on Saturday and Sunday, okay, do me a favor, hide some of this stuff in the stockroom for me, right? I've got a customer that's gonna come again next week, and I'll get that for them. Just tell me where you hid it. Just like tell me on Instagram or something, or like just DM me where you hid it, and I'll go get it for them. and thankfully, no one ever found what they were looking for. Like no one ever found the hiding spot aside from me, of course, because man's a G. But yeah. The, but the worst part is when you went out your way to do it for them, and they were still very rude about it. They're like, "Oh,
Oh, that's the one thing I hate. I worked in Pret, and like, so in Pret, it's obviously it's not like you go. It's not like a restaurant. You don't go up to the till and be like, "Yes, can I have this, this, this?" No, you go to the fucking shelves, get it yourself. One person came up to me, and me being a barista, it's like, yeah, they can come up to me and tell me they want coffees. So I was like, cool. This person wants two lattes. I'll make them two lattes, one skinny, one full fat milk because they're fat shit. And then and the same dude was like, "Oh, can we also get a sandwich as well?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sandwiches are just there." And the woman had the audacity to be like, "Oh, can you get it for us?" I'm like, "I'm making the coffees. Sorry," and just carried on doing my thing. I was a prick during my prep days. I don't know how I managed to hold that job for 2 years.
I don't think I ever would have been able to manage in a coffee shop. Like I thought I could, but like if I can barely handle retail, there's no way I'm gonna be able to handle people on a Saturday morning, before they get their caffeine intake.
Oh, I used to work. Yeah, I think the earliest shift I had was like 5:30 a.m. to about 2:15 p.m.
That's disgusting.
That is a very annoying shift having to do mornings. But then doing
Which prep was
evenings,
this?
this is Regent Street. So literally, as you get out of Oxford Street Station,
My guy,
uh,
you trekked it from TPL to Regent Street for 5:30 in the morning on a Saturday. I want to say, my guy,
yeah.
that's dedication, bro. That's enough, nah, man.
But my best shifts were my evening ones from like 2 or 3 to about 12 midnight. And one time we closed around 10, and around like quarter to a bunch of like I think they were from I don't know China or someone that speaks Mandarin or Cantonese, China or Hong Kong. Yeah, they came from there, and they that sounded rude. They came from there. They came in, and there was like at least I count 14 of them, and they all came up to they skipped the sandwiches, skipped the croissants, all that shit coming to me because can we have X amount of coffees? And 15 minutes before closing, why? It's 15 minutes before closing then, and usually around like 30 minutes before I start cleaning, and cleaning the coffee machines takes a bit of time because you need to wait for a bit to let all the shit clean naturally through the pipes and whatnot. And then they asked for coffees. I'm like, sorry guys, coffee machine broke.
Oh no.
I fully pulled a McDonald's on them. Like this is the coffee machine that like takes time to make shit as well. So I was like, guys, you know what? I'll make it up to you. I'll give you 10 shitty free coffees for free. I gave them all that. They were so happy, but I was a piece of shit.
We went on a tangent there.
It's
And
because Harry Potter's trash, man. I don't like the fucking franchise. I'm not gonna buy this fucking
yeah,
game.
I'm not excited for this game. I'm gonna be real with you. Again, when I came back and I literally just saw the remnants of this trailer, I was just like, I didn't miss much.
I'm not excited for the game, but I'm excited for the people who are
Yeah,
excited.
I'm not gonna knock you for being excited for the game. Granted, the thing is, right? Harry Potter fans aren't really into gaming.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's,
I get what you
it's
mean.
like
I do get what you
at
mean.
least every Harry Potter fan I've come across, it was like, oh no, I'm into like photography and like something
Playing Quidditch or some shit
something
like
a
that.
SOAS
Yeah.
student would do. Let's just put it that way. Something a SOAS student would do. To like getting high and like I don't know,
Life,
protesting something that doesn't
getting
need to be
high on
protested.
life.
Yeah,
But I get what you mean. I've never met someone who's been a gamer, as cringe as that sounds to say,
and a Potterhead.
and a pothead. Yeah.
I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying they're very rare.
I'm saying there hasn't been good Harry Potter games either
I think
that I can
I think the third game, the one based on
on PS2.
yeah
Prison of Azkaban.
yeah I think
I enjoyed that. That was pretty good.
I've never actually played it, but I've heard very good things about it. So like I think for a movie tie-in game, it's got a pretty good rep.
Mm. I mean, it is made by Avalanche, so it shows they're taking some dedication, and it's an original story. It's an RPG, I
It's
think.
not tied into the movies, so
Yeah.
it
So
doesn't have to
I
shape you.
feel like it'll be a good game.
Yeah,
If it's a good enough RPG, because I love RPGs, I'll play it.
yeah.
But yeah.
If it's good
It's not.
enough,
It's something I'm excited for the people who are gonna play it.
yeah.
They can
And then
hype up as much as they want. I don't care.
then there's gonna be a cursed child expansion pack, and then everyone's gonna lose their shit or something. I don't know.
They're gonna do like a texture pack where you can so like I don't know. They somehow bring Hermione in. You got the Hermione movie pack and Hermione Cursed Child pack where she's black.
Yeah,
Maybe some shit like that.
it's like you're gonna then you're gonna have the one about their kids. They're gonna they're gonna use it to milk the franchise out even more than they already have. But yes, that's the Hogwarts Legacy game. Neither of us are excited
Shit
about.
name. Shit name. Hogwarts Legacy. I was talking to
Yeah,
Nabs about this. Isaiah on the thing. They should have just called it Hogwarts. That sounds way cooler than Hogwarts Legacy.
yeah, especially considering it takes place before the main
Yeah, it's
story.
a prequel. What legacy is there as of yet?
It's like
I
the
mean, we'll
legacy
find out, but yeah.
Hogwarts, yeah, and the legacy of Hogwarts was set by like Harry, Hermione, and what's his face, the,
Ron,
the ginger.
Ron Weasels.
Yeah, but yeah, what was the next game that I missed or not missed, but really
Next game
didn't
you
hit?
missed was quite a big one. It's a game I'm excited for because of the campaign, which is weird from this franchise,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So I think a week ago, COD did their reveal for the gameplay, multiplayer specifically for Black Ops Cold War, and yeah, it looks cool. Looks cool. I think we also got a story trailer last week as well, or that could have been when it got announced back on Warzone. But yeah, this new trailer was like gameplay of the first mission, and as I said, like Black Ops definitely needed what Modern Warfare reboot did to the Modern Warfare series. It made it darker, grittier. Like I remember in Modern Warfare, there was the mission where you're in London. I think you're in Camden, and you're in some like Arab, like some terrorist house, and it's so fucking real because like you have to shoot like just random people. Like this one woman, her husband or something's got her hostage. You kill the husband. The woman goes for a gun herself to kill you. I'm like, holy shit.
oh yes, I
There's some
remember.
like there's some mad moral choice you have to make. Like there's a woman holding a baby. You can choose to fucking kill the woman or even shoot the baby. It's so fucked. And I'm not saying I have to give that shit, but having like a dark take in that stuff, sort of stuff in games, it's fucking cool to experience because it makes you think about the shit. And Black Ops Cold War, I think, is going for that same type of vibe. The campaign, the trailer we saw was fucking brutal. Like the way you kill is disgusting. Like you see Mason just stab a dude in the back, twist his neck and shit. You see a sniper bullet go through someone's head, almost hitting another dude. It looks fucking sick.
Yeah, but wasn't
Not a game I'm gonna buy on launch, but I'll wait for it to go cheap.
but I swear the first Black Ops was a Cold War game.
So
If
yeah, Black Ops One took place, I think, just after. See, I don't know why this one's called Cold War since it takes place in the 80s. Did the Cold War happen in the 80s? I thought it was like 60s and
no,
70s.
the Cold War took place from between the 60s. No, sorry, from the 50s to the 90s.
Oh, it was really? Oh fuck! I thought it was just the 60s and 70s.
I
My
mean,
bad.
some might argue it's still going on today.
I just think I just thought of Vietnam when I think of Cold War and Russia. But
Nah,
so
Cold
yeah, the
War
first one
is a lot more complex. The Cold War involves Korea, Vietnam, Russia, the
basically World
USA,
War Three
China. It,
without calling it World War Three.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
what basically one of the whole thing. Quick history lesson here, I guess. One of the whole points of the Cold War was to avoid World War Three. It's weird. It's like how do I say it was everything was building up to a World War Three, but at the same time they were trying to push away. It was the most ironic, oxymoronic thing like ever.
juxtapose all those words.
How do I? It was the biggest game of chicken that two countries have ever played. That's best way I can describe it.
Cold War. Well, I'm incredibly like I have no knowledge on the fucking Cold War. I just know it from COD. But
I
yeah.
studied history at A level and GCSE, so
Oh,
it's
you
like
did history at A level.
yeah, man.
See, I would have loved to have
But
done that
I did
for
it at I
GCSE.
did it at AS,
I
but
would have loved because I did history in year 10, 11 for GCSEs, and we just fucking did like World War Two shit. It was so fucking boring. I
yeah.
wish we could have done like Cold War stuff, bring it up to more
Cold
recent
War
times.
was infinitely more interesting, and the good thing and the good thing about the Cold War is because no one really knows all the details about it. So,
Exactly.
so,
I only thought it was 60s and 70s up until now.
so you can twist some facts and make some really cool stories out of it. A lot of all the best espionage movies are based around the Cold War.
Mhm.
Not that I
Mhm.
know any good espionage movies, but I know that they're all based around the Cold War.
Mission Impossible. That could be a Cold War movie if you like twist the story enough.
Yeah,
But anyway, yeah. So the first Black Ops did take place in '60s, and then Black Ops 2 happens in 2025.
which is not
Black
far off.
Ops,
Oh my
Black
god, it's so weird
Ops,
to think Black
Black Ops
Ops.
2 came out 8 years ago, and we're 5 years away from where the game takes place. Fuck,
Yeah, damn.
Jesus,
No,
it's fucking scary.
when you deep that, it's just like raw time. It's a scary concept, fam.
That is fucking scary.
Yeah. Wait, so
But and then Black Ops 3 takes place in 2065, has nothing to do with the original two games. Then Black Ops 4 gets rid of campaign and just has fucking battle royale, which I had one win in and I never jumped on ever again. But then yeah, Cold War is going to the 80s. It's going for a much darker, serious stuff. I do think of the game as a soft reboot, even though it's still contained in the same universe, because just the tonal shift we're getting is just much darker. And yeah, I think they also announced an alpha coming this week if you pre-ordered. I don't know if it's either free for PS4 or free, of course, if you pre-ordered.
okay,
But yeah,
this you gotta explain to me. What is the difference between an alpha and a beta?
it's alpha is just the one before the beta.
Yeah, it's like so no significant difference because I guess because
Do you know what pisses me off when they have pre-alphas? I'm like, oh fuck off. Call it one of them.
man, alpha V1, alpha V2. It's like because
But yeah.
because again, my knowledge is that um for me, I've always known okay, demos are usually when they give you a little taste of the single player.
Of the game, yeah.
Yeah, betas are when they give you a taste of the multiplayer.
Yep.
But I don't know what the alpha is, and like is alpha just the same thing as a yeah, but apparently it's just the same thing as a beta, but just not as polished.
Alpha, yeah, yeah. Alpha is just like a lower level beta.
Okay, which is so weird to think, given that everyone says, "Oh, you need to be an alpha,
You know what? Sorry.
you need to be an alpha instead of a beta male."
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Because beta is technically the evolved one. Just beta just sounds weird. Beta.
Beta.
Beta. The fucking stews from Bangladesh. Bata.
Oh man, we know those all too well. But yeah, Black Ops Cold War. Again, probably not. To be honest, I probably won't even get the game until like the next COD comes out. I'm just gonna.
I will think I don't play COD for multiplayer. I play them for campaign because the campaigns are fucking fun.
I play for
Playing them on
zombies.
hardest modes.
I play for zombies. To be real.
Yeah, especially since it's Treyarch. Yeah, zombies. I play for a bit and then get bored of, and then I don't want to fall into the loop of having to buy the DLC maps. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't think Modern Warfare didn't have any zombies experience. They just had free content. So maybe Black Ops will do that as well and just give free content.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice. It was, but the next game I actually did manage to catch, and it gave me very Coraline vibes. Resident Evil 8.
Yep, yep, yep.
I
Resident
was,
Evil 8.
like Resident Evil, man. I'm still haunted by Resident Evil 4, or like on the Wii. Like I remember, I didn't even play it. I just watched my cousin play it, and the bit where you obviously you're playing as Leon in it, and you're
You're in the village.
yeah, that's just.
Oh
And
my
then
god, I fucking love Resi 4.
there's a
Resi
bit
6, yikes.
there's the bit with the castle, and then our boy Lewis gets killed, and it's just like Lewis.
Adios, Leon. If you don't do the quick time event properly, you just fucking die.
Yeah,
I remember in Resi 4 as well. I forget the dude's name, but he's the dude with the beard. You fight him. He's a big, tall dude. El Salvador or some shit like that. I don't know. No, El Salvador's a chainsaw dude. But yeah, and then he just evolves into like this fucking weird skeleton-looking motherfucker. Like his spine is just increased in size. He's just following. It's like in the farmhouse or some shit. My memory might be a bit faded, but bro, that boss battle was fucking scary.
bro, Resident Evil, man. Like they when they want to be scary, they are scary as hell. And this trailer gave me some creepy vibes, man. It's like
This trailer,
so
so
there's
it seems like a direct sequel to, well, obviously, but story-wise, it seems like a continuation of I think his name was Ethan. So yeah, and
which game was he in?
Ethan was Resi 7. So Resi 7 was like the reboot, soft reboot for the franchise. Because Resi 5, I love Resi 5, but it's more of an actiony game. And then Resi 6 just had a. I didn't play 6, but it had a quite ridiculous story. No, wait, 6 was. No, I didn't play 3. Sorry, no. 6, yeah, I remember 6. 6 was quite. It had a weird story. It was very action packed. You had almost enough ammo for any situation. And then yeah, then I didn't play seven, but I have seven downloaded on PC right now.
Yeah,
And seven is
that
proper
was
survival horror.
that's one of the things of the franchise, isn't it? Where it's like you have like if you have enough ammo, it takes away from the thrill of the
It
game.
takes away the fear. Like so, as
Because
an
that was
example,
one
I'll
of the
give
things. That was one of the things, isn't it? Where you had to like ration your ammo, like,
yeah,
and
like
then the chainsaw guy would come and you just have to unload on him because he's a
it
prick.
makes the whole survival element like proper realistic. But if you give me enough ammo, it's like yes, I'm a military. This is Call of Duty now.
Yeah, it's like
It's not.
I'm playing on creative mode.
It's like in zombies when you run out of ammo, you feel like shit.
Yeah, I'm like, oh fuck, max
You
ammo.
like you're hunting for max ammo. That's what Resi needed to do. It needs to give us that thing of
A max
okay, let's
ammo
use some ammo, but not
or a Bowie
fully
knife because that Bowie knife was
melee one shot.
bamf, bro. That Bowie knife was a tank. But yeah, but this trailer was giving me like Coraline vibes in some aspects. Where there's like there's like a cult involved or something. Like
Yeah, so I know in seven, which I haven't played, but I know the story because I watched PewDiePie's playthrough. You're trying to save your wife or girlfriend called Mia, and at the end of the game, I think you get saved by Chris, and you save your girlfriend if you choose the good ending. But in the beginning of this trailer, well, not this trailer, the one last time, we see Mia getting killed by Chris, and this trailer did the whole Mia's like her lullaby or some shit, and that second half of the trailer is fucking weird. The whole like claymation-y, like the weird body design thing we see.
the whole Tim Burton thing.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't get much of a feel of what the gameplay's gonna be like, but I do feel like it's gonna be like Resi 4. Straight up called Village in the title. Resi 4, the beginning part takes place in Village, and also you see in this trailer, you see the fucking castle at the end. That's gonna be Resi 4's castle. It's
Yeah,
if it takes place in the same area in that European town, that'll be fucking sick.
yeah.
But yeah, I the story I didn't know what much to get from this trailer. Gameplay not much. It was a cool trailer to have, but it didn't really add much.
You know what it is, right? And obviously, Resident Evil 8 is a callback to Resident Evil 4. You know, the same way in which Part 8 is a callback to Part 4. So everything's a JoJo reference. Araki, you've done it again. Again, sorry, I just pulled that out of my ass. But you know, when I see one, I'm gonna make it. Okay, it's like that's my personality now. Okay, once you watch JoJo, there is no going back. Watch JoJo.
Definitely watch JoJo and read it.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's RE8. I again fully expect to have the bejeebies scared out of me playing that, which is why I probably will never play it.
The Resi 2 remake was sick, and Resi 3 remake I heard wasn't as good, but still good. But I'm excited for Resi 8 since it's going to the. It's not a remake anymore.
Yeah. But
It's
then
something new to expect. So
yeah.
yeah.
But then the next trailer, then for the next game was this one was actually really interesting to me. It's new. It's a new IP, I assume. So
Yep, it's a new IP from Arcane Studios, makers of Dishonored, Prey, and some other games.
it's called Deathloop,
Hmm.
and it's really cool.
It
The
does,
the
yeah.
premise, like it's like you know the movie Looper.
Oh, the one with
Joseph
Brian,
Gordon-Levitt.
Josh Brolin and Bruce Willis. Yeah,
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 it's like it's sort of like that, you know. It's constantly go back in time and kill yourself. Or you have to go back in time and kill people to stop them from going back in time and killing people. It's like you're a time cop, but obviously you're not a time cop here. You're just trying to save this. I don't even know. I completely forgot. Are you trying to save? No, you're trying to kill that doctor or something, aren't you? Like his intention is to kill the doctor and some other guy in one shot. Then he's being hunted by another time loop guy, and it's all just a bunch of wibbly wobbly timey wimey bullshit that I don't know how to explain, but still looks cool as shit.
I don't know what. I kind of get what this game is, and I kind of don't at the same time because there's that whole looper element you just said, where you go back doing the same stuff. Like you did say in the trailer, like kill the same people like over and over again. Gameplay wise, it's gonna be fucking interesting because you're gonna be teleporting everywhere. I don't know if you'll be able to see yourself in the past
Oh,
doing that stuff, or
that'd
if
be
it's just
sick.
purely just teleporting.
That would be
But
cool.
the thing I'm most interested about is the multiplayer aspect because you can have other people killing you as well. So Arcane known to make single player games. Obviously, Prey and Dishonored 1 and 2 are single player games. So I'm interested to see how they tackle the multiplayer aspect, especially with a very unique take with like sort of genre almost they're making with this weird like semi single player, semi multiplayer game.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how you do like that whole time loop mechanic in real time in a multiplayer aspect. Because like
Yeah.
doing it in a single player mode, I can
Is it
fully
is it like a
understand.
time loop? I know it's teleportation. I think maybe single player wise there'll be time loops and shit, but
Yeah,
maybe multiplayer there'll just be the
multiplayer
teleport.
probably just teleportation.
Yeah.
I was like, because I'm just thinking like you can't just shut down a whole game and like reset it for everyone, like with a like on a massive server. Because like that I don't know what that would do then. That would take like technology that doesn't even exist yet.
It'll be looking interesting to see how this game works. I am excited for it because I haven't played Dishonored or Prey. I have them. I started Prey and on PC the controller sensitivity is fucking insane. I'm like yikes. But then I try and mouse and keyboard is fine. But I'm excited for this game. Not one I'm gonna cop straight away. I'll probably get it if it goes on sale.
Mm.
But yeah, other than that,
I mean, again,
it's
it's
pretty good.
intrigued me. It's very much intrigued me, and
Yeah, 100%.
the characters seem to be interesting enough. Like they seem to have a nice little common comedic bantery aspect to it. So I'm like, I always love me a good comedic character, so might copy it eventually. Um, the next game they showed us, is a re-release, is it not?
Yeah, it's a re-release
Yeah,
of one of the biggest games of last year. Yeah,
yeah. Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition.
it's a game I've played all the DMCs other than five. I don't know why I haven't played this because this is the best one.
I haven't played. I think the only DMC I played was DMC. I think it was like a HD remaster for DMC 3 or 4 on the PS4.
Yeah, they on PS4. I think they did. Yeah, DMC4 Special Edition,
Yeah, because
and then I think DMC1 3 got like a collection pack.
I remember playing. I remember playing that, but I never actually got that far into it
Mm.
because I literally started playing it as term started for uni. So I'm like, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. I procrastinated so much. I procrastinated a procrastination thing. Like, how bad does it have to get when you're procrastinating? You're procrastinating. Like, this is it's just a special kind of bad. But yeah, I mean, I haven't played DMC5, but I've heard very, very good things about it. So,
I definitely want to get this one. Yeah, since they announced Virgil is now a playable character, and for DMC fans, they'll know that Virgil is like the main antagonist for the franchise, Dante's brother. So yeah, I do need to get this, and I'm happy it's on PS5 now, so I'll get that nice 4K 60 FPS.
I will say this about the DMC franchise: the characters look so cool. Like
Yeah, Dante is
they,
so fucking amazing.
they look so badass. I'm just like, yo, these are some sick designs.
It's like in like I don't know if you've seen the anime like, Hellsing,
Yes, I've seen
or
like
you've seen
Helsing.
Alucard, the main character.
I've seen Helsing abridged for that counts.
Okay, so you see how cool Alucard looks in that, and like the Vash, the Stampede from Trigun. It's like that cool. I don't give a fuck energy they give off. It just works so well with Dante, and Dante is such an amazing character. The fucking reboot butchered his character because it made him fucking emo.
I remember
For
that.
one thing,
I remember that reboot.
the
D-
reboot
DMC Devil May
story
Cry.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
but
story and characters terrible, but the
gameplay was
gameplay,
for real. I played the demo. I'm like, yo, this is really fun. But like,
bro, the gameplay was so good. It was like the combos would it was the best combo system DMC had.
it's just
But then
tragic.
obviously,
It was attached to such a shoddy story.
what was also funny as well, there was a part in the game where like a random wig, Dante's like or actual Dante's hair flies, a wig of him flies on new Dante's head, and then new Dante looks in the mirror and he's like, not in a million years, takes the wig off and starts shitting. I'm like, oh come on, man, why you gotta do it like that?
Again, I only played the demo for this on Xbox 360, but I found it fun.
Yeah, it was very good. Well, the game itself was fun. The story and the characters. Here's another thing as well. So Virgil, the character, he's very is honorous a word?
Honorable?
Honorable. There we go. He's very honorable. I don't know. Do you care about spoilers for
Not
the?
not really. No. Go ahead.
He just shoots a pregnant devil woman in the stomach. Virgil doesn't do shit like that. I don't know why they had to do some edgy shit like that, but yeah. The story was terrible. The game was hella fun. Like, I always stand by that.
Well, that's. I guess that's enough of a verdict. It's got the Rafi seal of not approval. I guess I don't know if it's disapproval,
Oh,
not
oh,
approval.
yeah, no, bro.
Uh, but yeah, you said you'll pick up DMC5 Special Edition.
Yep,
I will
yep.
see. I think before I do that, I would have to play through all the other games, which I will have to find magic time some day in the future.
Yeah,
Maybe if like I hit a rut in my life and I like quit whatever job I have in 3 years time, and I'm like, I don't want to work for a good 6 months and just play all the DMC games. Who knows? But anyway, the next game up that they showed us was this was a follow up to a PS1 game, is it not?
yes and no.
Because
So
I remember I had because I'm thinking that yeah, it's Oddworld Soulstorm. I remember I had Abe's Odyssey on PS1,
yeah, Ableton was the first game. So
but
yeah, it's still in that same franchise. Yep.
I never like maybe because I didn't keep my eye on the franchise, but I never saw anything from that franchise ever since.
No, no, they've been around. It's the thing about Oddworld game is the fan base. They fucking know that this game is amazing. I fucking love the Oddworld games. It's just such a unique type of game. It's such a unique type of platformer as well. It's so fucking good. But the people who don't know about Oddworld, if they look at it, they'll be like, "Fuck is this shit? It looks fucking stupid." You get some weird dude who looks like a fucking weird alien going around telling other aliens to follow him and shit. Nah, mate. But no, Oddworld. If people actually give the game a chance to play it, they'll fucking love it. So yeah, they had the first two games on PS1. They had Oddworld, uh, Abe's Odyssey, and
Yeah,
Abe's Exodus. And then they had, I think, some more games on PS2 and Xbox. They had like one, it was like an open world Red Dead type game, Stranger's Wrath, where you're like a fucking cowboy. And then they had the PS4 game, Oddworld's. I forget what it's called. Abe's. I forget what it's called, but it was essentially like a remake
A
of the
Thief's
first one.
End.
Is that what it's called? Oh
No,
no, you're talking
you
Uncharted
have
4.
to go on
Fuck.
China for me.
I actually believe you. But yeah, they had an Oddworld game on PS4, which I didn't play. PS5 be back compatible or perfect. I'll play it there. But yeah, this new Oddworld, we see Lorne Lanning, and I call him the luscious Lorne Lanning because he is. He's fucking saying that we'll take this to it's a much darker approach. It's gonna be bigger, better, badder, all the fucking generic words to use when making the game dark. And fucking hell, it looks good. It looks so good. The use of like 2.5D camera angles, the gameplay, like you can control so many other aliens now.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I'm excited for this game.
again, I
I'm
haven't played
super excited.
an Oddworld game since PS1, so I don't know what to expect. I probably won't be picking up the game unless I hear some like really out of the world reviews for it.
As I
But
said, like the people who review the game, like IGN, they'll give it a good review, but then people just won't care about the game because it looks fucking weird.
yeah,
That's what I hate.
fair enough. Anyway, that's our thoughts on Oddworld. Uh, I'll be real. The next game they showed us, I genuinely do not give a shit about. I do not care for it at all. I think
Same.
this franchise is played out. It just needs to die. Um,
The thing about this franchise is, oh, yeah, Karen, sorry,
yeah. So
we've got the franchise name.
it's I don't know if you guys remember 2000 and would you say its heyday was 2015, 2016? No,
I think it was earlier, no? Well, was when? I think I might have been in like secondary school still.
I think I was in secondary school as well. Actually, that 2000 was it 2014?
2014, yeah, we'll say 2014.
Yeah, it's another Five Nights at Freddy's game, and I'm very well. I'm done with this franchise. Like the first one, I was like, okay, that's a cool concept, and then the second one, I'm like, okay, it's the same thing. You didn't really add anything, and I think there was a third one as well. To which I'm like,
There's like six, dude.
really
Yeah,
six?
there's a lot of them.
Because like I remember they made the second and third one within like 3 months of each other. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
come on, man.
It's just one dude. Remember that? It's just one dude making the game.
Is it one
So
dude?
it is. Yep,
See,
Scott Cawthon.
see, I didn't know that. Okay, got to cash that check somehow.
The thing about the Five Nights at Freddy game is gameplay wise, yeah, there's not much to them. It was fun. Playing the first one and the second one are really fun. I'll give them that because they were a bit freaky,
And
the animatronics and whatnot,
they
and the weird noise that
it was unique,
yeah, it was unique. I'll definitely give that.
but then he was milking it. They're milking it. It's like,
Another thing though, the story for Five Nights at Freddy's is really fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Like Game Theory, he does a bunch of these videos. This the story. I don't like game theory. I fucking
I
find him.
love game theory.
I find him cringe now, man. Like when he had like under 1 million subscribers, love the dude. As soon as he got big, fucking hate him because he just sounded cringe. But like the Five Nights at Freddy's videos he's done, they're always so much fun to watch because the way the developer Scott Cawthon like somehow like the first game is based off like an actual sort of crime that happened at a Chuck E. Cheese in like the 90s or some shit, where 5 people were dead, and coincidentally in the game, 5 animatronics. It's a cheese. It's like a kid's pizza place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he took that story, I think that happened in real life, and made it like a deep sort of story. And the lore is fucking pretty big, but honestly, I don't know how much more they can add to the story. I don't know how much more purple guys and bites of 87s they can add to do this shit, but yeah, I mean, the fan base is passionate. Let them have another game. I honestly just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not going to be buying it ever. Like, yeah, ever, like
Yeah.
if you had a gun to my head and you said you have to buy the game, I would pull the trigger myself. Like if you had the gun at my head, I'll be like, you know what? Here's an easy way to do it. I'll take it and I'll put it right under my chin and be like, let me do it. You put, give me this right now. That's like
Ugh.
that's how much I really don't care for this franchise. But the next game they showed us, this looked interesting. This had you very excited, but also quite disappointed
I
because
want to say disappointed. No, 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 no.
well, you were sort of disappointed that it wasn't what you thought it was, but at the same time you were.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean. I know.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yes,
Okay.
Rafi, go ahead, take the reins on this one.
We got Elden Ring gameplay, boys. We got the new Demon Souls. I say new because it's a remake, but yeah, we got a new trailer for Demon's Souls. I hate that how it's plural demons because then you have to pause to say it. Demon's Souls. You can't say Demon Souls.
Yeah, just get rid of the first S, man. Just call it Demon
Yeah, but
Souls.
yeah, Demon Souls is cool. But yeah, so this trailer was fucking cool because at the beginning we got some new dialogue. Completely new dialogue from the Maiden, I think her name is. I haven't played Demon Souls. I have it on PS3 only, so I can play before I probably start uni. But we saw gameplay as well. And my God, they are Blue Point. They are doing a fantastic job with this game. It looks fucking beautiful. The everything in the game just looks like they put so much work into it. The textures, the fucking grass. You see fucking lanterns reflecting in water puddles and shit like that. And they're adding shit to the game, new mechanics and whatnot. They're going all out for this fucking remake.
But from the trailer, wow, I gotta say one thing. They did not go lazy on the design for the bosses. They look sick.
Yeah, that's the thing. So the Souls games are known for just fucking amazing bosses. The boss you see, Vanguard, he looks fucking amazing in this.
Which one's Vanguard? Is it the big shield guy?
Wait, oh, you mean in the extra trailer? Oh, okay, if we talk about the gameplay, yeah, that guy's called Tower Knight. So you know the dude we see in the gameplay,
Yeah, the guy
the
that
one who
basically
killed.
one shots. Yeah,
Yeah,
not one
so
shots, but three shots. Yeah, he's called
yeah,
Vanguard,
yeah, yeah.
is he?
That one's called with the very droopy nipples. That dude's called Vanguard. But yeah, and then they showed the other. So
The
they
giant guy.
showed Flame Lurker, which is the big fire dude. They showed the spider. I forget what the name is, and they showed Tower Knight.
Of course, there was
Tower
gonna be a
Knight looks
spider.
fucking amazing, boss.
Bro, he just gave me Big Shield Gardener vibes from what's it called? Yu-Gi-Oh. My guy just has a fucking massive, oversized riot shield and just smacks you with it. It's like bloody hell, it's like playing whack-a-mole.
Combat in the game looks so much more like visceral and like when you can feel it hit when you do it.
I,
That's,
I would never last that long in any of these Souls games, man.
bro, they I don't know why they had like in the trailer, the gameplay trailer, they had the character one shotting everything. That's not gonna happen in the tutorial. You know that boss in the tutorial. You're meant to die to it.
Really?
Yeah, you're meant. It's like in Sekiro. You're meant to die to the first boss. You can beat it, and if you beat it, well done, because that boss is fucking hard apparently. But yeah, so I had some issues with this gameplay trailer. One was the camera. So normally in Souls-like games, the camera is centered behind you. This one was, and it sounds like a nitpick, but if you've played the Souls games, you'd know like it's a bit weird. The camera is slightly to the left,
Oh, oh right.
ever so slightly to the left. So Normally the camera would like the middle of the screen will be locked onto the character's head, back of the head. This one is slightly to the right and slightly zoomed in as well. I don't know why they're doing that. Probably just some design choice they want to do to like show how good the graphics are, but it looked a bit alien to me. Like it's something I spotted straight away. I was like, the camera looks weird. Why is that? Why are they making the camera different? Like, there was no need to change the camera. Sounds like a huge nitpick, but Souls fans would know like what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm nevertheless excited for the game,
Fair enough.
but
Sorry, I was just getting a bit
I'm,
of chair creak there.
I, I'm just way too excited. It just, I hope it's good. I know it'll be good because Blue Point they did Shadow of the Colossus. They did an amazing job with that game. I know Demon Souls will be great. I need to make sure I beat it on PS3 before PS4. The PS4 version comes out. So PS5 version comes out so I can flex as well. I need to get that flexing. But yeah, can't wait for Demon Souls. Also, they added vaulting. Well, vaulting was in the original game, but now it seems more like it's got more of a presence. So yeah, that sounds cool.
Seems more smooth.
Hmm.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, and then they followed this up again. I'm no, I'm not into the Souls games. I don't like. I don't think I'd last very long. But this game did pique my interest mainly because of the design of the bosses. I'm like, yo, these look really, really cool. But then they followed this up with something that was just like, oh, not another franchise where I'm just like, oh, allow it, just go away. Oh, of course they had to include Fortnite because it's Fortnite. You can't not include
Yep,
Fortnite, but
this is the biggest game in the world right now.
it is.
So
But why? What like? Damn it, kids, get better taste in games, please. Okay, it's not a trash game. It's not a horrible game. It's just
it's a good game. It's just it's cool to hate on Fortnite now. I feel like
yeah, but that's because of how overexposed it is.
yeah, it's in our face everywhere.
It's
You
like,
know what I fucking despise Fortnite for? Fucking ruining Star Wars as well. Do
oh
you know? So Episode 9,
yeah,
how at the beginning of the wars, the text scroll, sorry, you get the apparently there's a message. Emperor Palpatine's back.
yeah, they played that in Fortnite.
Yep,
You find out in Fortnite instead of the actual
instead of the
movie.
actual movie. Oh, I fucking hate the
So I'm just
sequels.
like, don't make me watch the stupid. Don't make me play the game to get the full enjoyment of an already hard to watch movie.
Man, I don't know. I hate what they did to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Luckily, the Star Wars on the small screen is doing fucking amazing with Mandalorian and Rebels and Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, mate. Did you watch that Mandalorian season 2 trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Oh,
I'm not gonna watch it until I finish season 1 because I still haven't seen it all.
oh
But
right, fair. I don't think there's really any spoilers for season 1 or
fair enough.
but once you watch it
I've
with
heard good things about the trailer, so yeah, I'm
once
excited.
you watch season 1 and watch the trailer for season 2, we'll discuss that in a later episode. But after Fortnite, they just what do they do? They just recapped everything.
So no, so they have I have it written down wrong here, but they have something called the PlayStation Plus collection,
Oh
and instantly I knew this is gonna be Sony's competitor to Xbox Game Pass. Now, the Xbox Game Pass is probably the best deal you can get in gaming right now.
why don't you give us an explanation as to what the Xbox Game Pass is? Because
Yeah.
I'm not very in tune with it.
So basically, it's a monthly subscription thing. I think for PC it's £4 a month or £8. It might have gone up. And on the rest, if you get like the Ultimate Edition where you get to play on your console, PC, and mobile, you can stream. For £11, you get a bunch of games for free. Well, not for free, but you get a bunch of games to play.
Yeah, you have access to
So
this many games. Yeah.
yeah, like I'm looking at. So I have Game Pass on PC since I don't have an Xbox, and I can play Yakuza 0, 1, and 2. I can play all the fucking Halos, Gears of War 1 remastered, Gears of War 4 and 5, bunch of new games like Outer Worlds, Crusader Kings 3, which just came out. You get a fat amount of games, all for a very small price.
He says
And
it's monthly. Yeah.
yeah, literally, I've had the first month is £1. Pay £1 for fuck ton like it. I've so far been playing Blair Witch Project or Blair Witch Game and Resident Evil 7. So I got those in. So I mean, me being a Sony pony, if I buy Game Pass, Game Pass is good. If I'm buying Xbox content, but yeah, so Sony, they've had a sort of competitor with PlayStation now, which I think is like £10 a month or £7.50. But it's Sony haven't really been pushing it as much as they've been pushing like first party titles like Last of Us, Tsushima, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, if that counts as a first party title. But yeah, on PlayStation now you can stream, and some games are select to download. But with PlayStation Plus Collection, literally all of PS4's big hitters you can get for free if you pay for PS Plus, and that includes my second favorite game of all time, God of War. One of my fifth favorite game of all time, Bloodborne, Batman Arkham Knight, Last of Us, fucking Uncharted. You get the Battlefield games, not even games that aren't like just PlayStation. You get so many games with this PlayStation collection. I think we saw about maybe 15 games from the little preview they did, and there's probably gonna be more. And the cool thing about it is it's gonna be on PS5 as soon as like day one. So like if there's new PS5 users, PlayStation boys, and they want to play some PS4 games, they got God of War ready. But yeah, I one thing I do hope they do is merge this with PlayStation Now, because PS Plus ain't cheap. PS Plus costs what 50 quid a year,
Yeah, it's
and if
very
you're
expensive.
paying monthly for PS Plus, it's what 7 6 7 quid.
Yeah, more or less.
So if you're paying for both PS Plus and PlayStation Now, that's like 14 quid a month, and that's not that good compared to Xbox, which is doing £11. You get online, PC, console, and mobile, being able to play on mobile.
Mm.
So I do think PlayStation Collection Plus Collection will be a good competitor, considering like yeah Xbox has like all these games and whatnot, but Xbox doesn't have God of War, Xbox doesn't have Bloodborne. They can't compete with shit like that, so
That is true. That is
it'll
true.
be fucking cool to see. So yeah,
See, Xbox, Microsoft made a very, very poor decision with the Xbox One in that they didn't go hard enough
games.
on first party titles that were like more immersive and more how do you say it?
In fact, not a lot of games in Xbox's library are like house like title. I don't know what the thing is, but like
Household names.
household names. That's it. Yeah, it's like you know how people know who Mario is.
Yeah,
People know who.
Master Chief is. People know who
Yeah, like
Kratos
Martian
is.
is literally the only one. If you go to someone like, oh, do you know who Marcus Phoenix is? Who the fuck you on about? Like people would know. Okay, some people might not know Kratos. People will know Crash Bandicoot. People will know Sackboy. People will know all these other characters.
Banjo Kazooie. Okay, maybe not so much
That's
Banjo.
that's that's technically Xbox now.
Is it?
Yep, because it was made by Rare, and Xbox now owns Rare. So
Oh,
technically, Banjo Kazooie is a Xbox IP now.
oh damn, he's been.
It's funny how Banjo's in Smash.
He is,
Yeah.
he is, and he's really, he's an annoying character to play against.
I went to a mate's house, and this mate also had one of his mates come over, who also plays Smash at like the same level I do. And bruh, he was playing banjo, and I fucking hated him. He was doing the most annoying combos on me. I was like, allow it, man. I
No man,
just want to play as
do you know who?
Joker.
Do you know who the worst, absolute worst character to play against in Smash is?
Can I say the answer? Or what's you asking me? It's gonna be
Byleth.
specifically wait, Byleth?
Byleth.
I thought you were gonna say Ganondorf.
Nah man, nah man. Ganondorf. Listen, my brother mains Ganondorf.
That's why I hate Ganondorf so much.
Why? Because
You
my brother
seen
mains.
the way he plays Ganondorf. Like here's the thing. You see Yassine charge his side smash. You still walk up to it. I don't know why I fucking do that.
Yeah, no, he sweeps me every time. But like, I've started to find my workarounds to it. But yeah,
Mm.
he's basically unbeatable when he's Ganondorf. Like, it's just there's the rare instance where I've beaten him. I've played as Ike. I've played as Cloud. I've played as DK.
Wait, who's your main?
Say Ike.
You say Ike, yeah. Okay, so like Clovis.
Yeah, I'm better.
Ike is fucking amazing, yeah.
I'm
But
better
yeah.
than Clever. No, I'm joking. Clevis, if you're watching this, I don't hate you.
We need to just do a Smash tournament.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so when I beat you, just don't cry in it. But fucking Byleth, man, that guy needs to be fucking nerfed. Like,
I haven't played Smash in a while now, so I don't know about how Byleth's meta is right now.
basically, Byleth has this really, really, really broken move where, like, if you it, he it's his I think it's his side B or his side not or his side A. No, it's his side B, right? Where if he's charging it and you hit him, he doesn't flinch. He takes the damage, but he doesn't flinch, right? Basically, just absorbs the damage. He tanks the hit, and then he whacks you,
Uh,
and it's like a one-hit KO shot, bro.
it's like Corrin's down B, but like Corrin's down B, it's like a counter, so you have to time it perfectly.
Yeah, this is
But
Corin's
this
down
one
B,
sounds like
but without the actual skill required.
of timing, of knowing mind games for counters. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just literally the only thing you can do in that instance is something that when you're about to get hit with it, you forget about doing, which is grabbing, because he's very prone in that position, right, to being grabbed, and
Hmm.
once if he hits and misses, he's there like for about a good 2-3 seconds where you can grab him and just punish him. But in the instance that he hits you, that's it. It's over. It's over. You're done. Your friends dead. Your family
Sorted.
dead. Your MySpace account dead. Everything dead.
Uh,
Yeah, absolutely.
I need to go back to playing Smash Bros. I want to try and main. I did main Joker for a bit, but now that I've been playing Persona 5 Royal, I really want to main him now.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, went off on another tangent, but that is
How
what
do we
it
go
is.
to Smash Bros? Oh, Banjo.
Yeah, we go from
We
banjo.
went off my thing.
Yeah.
As I was saying quickly, Xbox doesn't have many household names. Sony has the household names. This thing will be a good competitor. Also,
Definitely.
Xbox doesn't want to be in the consoles anymore. You can tell they just want to make gaming available to everyone because they will lose the console
You know,
regardless.
there's no point in us trying anymore. It's
Like,
it's
if Xbox was success, Xbox One had some competition for Sony, then I don't think Game Pass will do anything. To be honest.
exactly the only possible way I can ever see Xbox recovering is if them and like I don't know, fucking Warner Brothers made a deal where they're like, okay, every like DC character ever, yeah, we own them now. So like,
If Xbox like shut up by Sega, Yakuza, Xbox exclusive.
yeah,
Persona, Xbox exclusive.
yeah, Sonic,
Sonic,
Xbox
Xbox
exclusive. You ain't
exclusive.
seen him in Smash no more. He's Xbox now.
It's funny how for Sega we say Yakuza rather than Sonic nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because who really plays Sonic anymore? It's like
Mm.
I feel bad for the franchise because it's an iconic franchise. It's like it's just forgotten, which is why I'm glad that the movie was actually good.
Oh yeah,
Really
forgot that
enjoyed it.
movie was great. That movie was great.
Really, I really enjoyed that movie.
Mm.
But yeah, that's PlayStation Collection all summed up. Now, would you want to talk about the surprise reveal at the end, or you want to talk about the price first?
Let's talk about Surprise Reveal
Okay,
first.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
so the
it just makes sense. It segues nicely.
yeah, the surprise reveal that they gave us is basically the end credits teaser, right?
It was
Everyone,
literally Nintendo's one more thing and show Zelda
yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah, it's like everyone's Marvel now. Everyone's got to have an end credits teaser, which was, and you know what? It's fitting that I made the analogy to Marvel, given the character related to it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because obviously, if ever anyone who's played God of War on PS4, you know how that ends, right?
Oh, yep.
With Mr. Odinson,
Mr. Mjolnir himself.
Mr. Odinson knocking on your door and basically squaring up to scrap. So
You know, that
left
ending was
us with
amazing.
no gameplay, just a little logo reveal.
Just literally logo and the music going.
Yeah, for God of War 2 or God of War Ragnarok, and it's yeah, they said 2021 release.
Yep, yep, yep. I'm super excited. I the thing about God of War is I haven't planned the game. It's strange that the game is my second favorite game of all time, but that game is it, I was so immersed into that game. It was fucking beautiful gameplay. I'm saying gameplay again because combat. Oh, so I don't know how they made because the old God of War games, they're like, in my opinion, like 8 out of 10 games. They're great games. Nothing's too amazing about them. I don't know how they transitioned it into like a third person Souls like type of game where the combat is like very telegraphed attacks and whatnot. But man, the story was so it basically felt like Last of Us set in Viking times.
Mm.
Because that connection I got with Atreus,
So, yeah,
bro, that if I have a kid, which I'm never gonna have one because I don't want to, if I ever have a kid, he's getting named Atreus. Atreus Ahmed, straight up.
Atreus
Oh,
Ahmed.
he's
Boy,
gonna get bullied.
you're gonna get
Fuck it.
he's gonna get bullied, and then you're gonna go walk. You're gonna go to the school and just smack everyone. You know, like that. You know
Whip
that.
out an axe, throw it at them, and then call it back.
Yeah, that's one thing. I actually said this on Twitter. Um, my prediction for the story of the game is you're gonna beat the worthiness out of Thor. Like you're gonna beat Thor so badly that you're gonna become worthy of carrying Mjolnir. There is a
Oh, you carry. Oh,
there, listen. There is a reason that Vincent Napoli designed um, the Leviathan to work the way it does. He
hmm
wanted he wanted you to,
I'll hold the Mjolnir one day.
yeah, which I guess he sort of does let you do. I mean he designed the combat for Thor in the Avengers game, which I love the Thor combat in that game. I loved it so much. Thor is an absolute fun blast to play as. But yeah,
Bro, if you like that combat, you need to hurry up and get into the Souls games.
no, yeah. No, I mean, again, I don't think I have the patience for the Souls games because I know I'm going to be punished. It's going to
Now,
just
I think
be
it's I played God of War on the hard mode, not the hardest, because hardest is like enemies level up as you find them. Like fuck that. But hard mode was fucking challenging. Like I did some of the Valkyrie fights. God damn, those hit things kicked the shit out of me, man. They were fucking hard. They were hardcore. But then again, that made it so much more fun because I was so immersed in it. I was like, you know what, let's carry on. I died. Great, I can play the game for a bit longer.
yeah, but this game is going to make bank, bro.
hmm
And you know what? I think I think he's a creative director of the game, Corey.
Corey motherfucking Barlog. Oh, I
Bro,
love the dude. I love the dude.
I remember I was watching his Game Informer interview where it was like 73 rapid fire questions about God
Oh
of
yeah,
War,
yeah.
and he was just so funny and quippy, and it's like he just seemed like a right joy to work with.
If there's one thing I'd say to watch his Raising Kratos documentary. Oh, it's such a wholesome documentary to watch. And I love when the game first came out and like the reception it got, everyone calling it game of the generation, which I honestly think this game competes with Witcher 3 as the best game of the last decade because it was last generation because it's fucking perfect. And there was a video Corey Barlog uploaded on YouTube of him checking Metacritic as soon as the game went live, and he fucking cries because he sees the 90s, the hundreds, the tens. I'm like, yo, this dude fucking deserves it.
Wow, I haven't seen
He,
that video. He,
why don't get is how is the sequel, quote unquote sequel, coming out this early though?
yeah,
It's only been 3 years.
it's yeah. Now that I think about it, it's really short. Unless like as soon as they finished production on the first one, that they instantly went into.
Instantly, weren't they? Yeah.
They're like, you know what? It's God of War. They probably weren't expecting it to sell as well as it did, but they're like, it's gonna make a profit. It will make back its money. Let's just get to work on the next one. Like,
It's funny as well because this one, God of War PS4 had a 5 year development cycle. So this one being 3 year, not 4 year technically. I mean, no, 3 years. Yeah, 2021. Yeah, that'll be very interesting. See how they do that.
and it's on a new platform as well, so like they're not used to the new technology.
I feel like yeah, the PS. I feel like since their first party title, they probably got early access shit, but
Yeah,
like the game made my PS4 loud, so I feel like, and the game looks like an early PS5 game in my opinion. Not gonna lie, so I feel like it'll translate very easily. One thing I have been seeing, people have been saying it's the reason as to why it's out so early is that it'll be a smaller game. It'll be like Uncharted Lost Legacy to Uncharted 4 or Miles Morales to Spider Man. I just replied that like, listen, man, think about it. Why'd they call it God of War 2?
yeah,
Do you know how confusing that is?
yeah, I don't buy that. It's a smaller one because like
I don't think so. It's God of War. They wouldn't do that for a franchise this fucking huge, which
plus,
especially since it was Game of the Year.
plus the whole thing of the title of the game Ragnarok.
Yeah, it's such a huge event.
It's telling you like okay, it's gonna follow on immediately from where you left off in the last game, which I'm like, okay, if it was like a side story I could understand it being the argument of a smaller game, but this very much seems to be like, okay,
It's called Ragnarok.
yeah, it's like this the events in this game are what you built up to in the last game. It's a sequel, so we're gonna treat it like a sequel. I don't
They're
think.
calling it Ragnarok because they don't want to confuse anyone.
Yeah,
God of War always gets called God of War 2018, not God of War 1, because God of War 1 came out fucking 15 years ago.
mm.
But yeah, can't wait. I do think it will get delayed. 2022.
Yeah, I can
I
see that
just, I,
happening.
I just feel like it will happen. But if it doesn't, GG.
Yeah, I mean, again, if it does get delayed, it's all for the best, right? Because like,
Yeah, exactly. As Miyamoto says, rushed game, a
a
delayed
delayed
game
game.
can be good, but a rush game will always be bad.
Yeah.
Shout out Destiny.
I mean, Destiny seems to have recovered from.
I don't think so, man. So when they split from Activision, everyone was saying, "Yay, Bungie's not gonna be constrained." The third year of D2 has been the shittest year of Destiny I've ever played, and I played D2 year one. My God, you do you know how many hours I got in year three
How many?
of D2? Let's check on Steam real quickly. Uh, 203.5 hours. Sounds like a lot. Do you know how many hours I got in the first 2 years of D2?
800.
1,300.
My guy, you need a life.
So that's
I just,
what six. I went from 650 hours per year and dropped to 200. Nah, shut up. You're Bungie shit now.
you're man. Nah. How many hours have I got on Monster Hunter? I think I've got 700 hours logged into that. It's like I can't even think about 700 hours of my life logged into one game. I'm like, rah, I am actually a trash human being.
To be honest, when I look at these, the amounts of I have in a. See, Monster Hunter's a good game though.
Oh, Monster Hunter World is one of the
Did you
best.
see the new Monster Hunter that got announced today, by the way?
They announced one.
So Nintendo had a little mini partner direct. It's gonna be
Oh,
on Switch only, I think. It's called Monster Hunter Rise. Let me blow your mind, yeah. You can climb shit, like climb up walls and mountains and shit like that. And it's set in like ancient samurai times or some shit like that.
damn.
It's got like some mad Japanese aesthetic to it, and you can fully just climb everything.
Oh, it's Monster Hunter Wano arc, is it?
Monster Hunter, what?
Wano arc. Sorry, I just had to make a One Piece reference there.
Wano's latest arc, right?
Yes, Wano is the latest
Yeah,
arc.
I don't know anything about that, so it's fine by me.
Yeah, just read the manga. Forget the anime. The anime is great, but pacing is terrible. Read the manga.
Nah, man, it's all about Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You need to get into that. You 100% love it.
I will. I will. Don't worry.
Nah,
It's
man, watch episode 1 today, right now, right now.
maybe not right now. I'll probably go to bed after this. But yeah, so yeah, God of War 2 was the last game that they ended us on, which is very nice little note to end us on. But
Hmm.
before that, they revealed us the price point, which I have to say, very reasonable.
It's the price I expected.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
So they have two versions. They have the digital only, and the disc version. We all know
Which is the regular version, yeah.
Yeah, Rafi's gonna get the regular disc version.
You say get, you mean got, my dude. I've already pre-ordered.
My guy, my
I've pre. I. You know what's funny? So, um, I was looking on Twitter because Jeff Keighley, Game War dude, out of nowhere he just became Sony's community manager and started dropping news saying pre-order is going to happen later on tonight, guys. Get ready for it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, excuse me, that must be America only. Then I see Game Guildford tweeting, by the way, guys, tomorrow morning we'll open our store early for physical pre-orders. Make sure you come in. I'm like, wait, what? God, oh God, God. And I check my local game store. They haven't tweeted. I check every other game store in London. They've tweeted. I'm like, fuck, how am I going to get this? And then I follow IGN UK deals. It's basically like hot UK deals, just purely for games.
yeah.
And I saw the tweet 53 seconds ago. Game digital PS5 orders are now live, and I straight to it. Couldn't log in.
Oh, oh
Could
man,
not log in.
that's deep.
I was shitting myself. I was like, allow it, man. I need to log in.
Yeah,
Then I was like, fuck it. Guest account. Used a guest account. Used my regular card. Didn't use PayPal. I don't know why I didn't use PayPal, but it's fine. Got my pre-order and then went to WhatsApp and Discord. Was like, guys, pre-orders are live. I've already got mine because I was making sure I was getting mine first. And yeah, I saw the PS5. Funny thing, I saw. So the one I'm getting is the regular edition. It's just the one with the disc. On the picture, it just had the PS5. It didn't have a controller in the picture. I was like, "Does not come with a controller. What the fuck?" And I spoke to someone else. They had the exact same thought as me because there was no controller in the picture. But yeah, I've already pre-ordered. I got my bag. I got my email confirmation. I paid extra for shipping because I know Royal Mail will shag me. I ordered something on Royal Yakuza Kiwami 2 on Royal Mail, and I didn't get it. So I sent an email to Game Collection, the store I ordered from, saying, "Guys, it didn't come. Can I get a refund?" They refunded it me. And then a week later, I see it goes down in price. I'm like, okay, let me try order it again. The day I order it, guess what comes to my door?
Yakuza.
Kiwami 2. And then I ordered the second one and told them that one didn't come as well.
Oh no,
I got two of the games for free, so I gave one to my cousin.
fair enough. But yes, the price point for the so you just blew £450 off the gate like that. Spoiler
Hmm.
alert: the price for the regular
I'm
version
unemployed right now.
is
I
four
don't like
hundred and fifty pounds. Yeah, and the how much was the digital? Was it
359.
359? So 360 and 450. So it's about £90 difference. Is a disc drive really worth £90?
That's what I'm thinking. It's not.
It's like
You can buy like a disk drive, like an external one for like 20 quid or some shit. So yeah.
yeah, it's like
Thing
damn.
is, me, I need my physical.
You
I'll
you
get into it later, but yeah,
you need
yeah.
your physical things. Yeah,
I need my physical media. But I'll have a little segment on why I need it in a bit.
yeah. With me, I like my physical. I like my physical media. Um, only because I like having like a shelf of games, like just to stare at. I'm like, wow, that's my collection. Because like, when you have a digital collection, it's not as like you can't show that off. You can't like take a
This is
picture of that.
exactly what I was gonna say later on. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, like you can't take look at that and be like, wow, that is something I built up over time. So it's just like, oh, you just go into your PlayStation library and just like, how do I say it?
It's like
It's more depressing.
yeah, honestly, I look at my Steam library. I'm like, wow,
You
I
look
have
at
100 games here.
it's like when it's digital, it's look at all these games I don't play.
Here's the thing with digital media. I don't like. So when you buy games digitally, you're still paying what full price. Not say you don't get it at sale.
Yeah,
I don't like paying full price for something when I can pay full price somewhere else and have it in my hand. I can touch it, I can smell it if I want, I can taste it. I like having something in my hand, as you said, on the shelf and just look. I like when you crack open a case, you get that smell of a game.
yeah, yeah.
That I don't know how that smell is made, but I need a perfume of it because that is the best smell in the world.
I mean,
I just don't like paying full price for something I can't physically touch. You know what I mean?
I get that. I get that.
It's like, have you ever bought a game full price digital?
No, I've always waited till they're on sale.
Exactly, because you never can touch it physically. Have you ever bought a game full price physical? Of course,
Yeah, I mean,
because it's just way more satisfying to have it in your hands.
yeah.
And
Even
this is
though
gonna sound Karen,
no, you go. You say what you saying.
this is gonna sound hella weird, but something about like even with Amazon, I'm still a bit iffy about sometimes. But like going to the shop, giving my pre-order ticket, and getting the game and walking home, that is a nice feeling. That
Oh,
is one feeling. I'm like, yo, this is sick.
yeah, and it's something you associate with the whole concept of being a gamer.
Yeah,
Whereas with
like
yeah, with me, I really like for me, yeah. Again, I like having the physical thing in my hand, even if I have to. Okay, granted, this is only something that came up with current gen, where I have to wait God knows how many hours for the game to install.
yeah.
That's the
That and also waiting for the game to show up at your door.
yeah, yeah. It's like I do miss the days of back in like previous gen where once you open the disc and you just put it in, that's it. You can play. You don't have to wait 48
the,
hours.
the only worry we had back then was checking if we had enough storage on our memory cards, and that was
Exactly, exactly.
I had my 25 MB fucking PS2 memory card.
Hmm.
Oh, that was a huge flex. 25 meg.
Anyway, it is getting pretty late now. Don't know if you can
Are
hear.
you gonna be copying PS5?
I am. I'll be picking up PS5, but maybe when it's gone down a bit in price, because again, unemployed and don't have much money to my name at the moment.
You want the
Physical
regular,
edition. Yeah,
don't you?
I want the physical edition. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't see myself getting the digital version because again,
The only reason why I would get digital version is because it's symmetrical.
yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
physical is symmetrical.
I like,
That's the one thing that pisses me off.
yeah,
And like laying it down, it's just gonna look off. So that's why I'm gonna stand it up.
yeah,
But
fair
yeah,
enough. But yeah,
but yeah.
it's getting pretty late now, so I think it's best we call it a day here.
Mm,
So
mm.
as always, you can find me on Twitter at Ijaz SSJ3 and Instagram at IjazSSJ3. Rafi, where can we find you?
Find me on Instagram, on the Twitters, and on Twitch with Rafe underscore XCVII, or sometimes the underscore, depending on what social. I think I'm just Rafi XCVII. I'm bugging.
Don't worry, I'll put all the links in the
You
description.
pop it there. You got it there.
Yeah,
We've been in this for 12 episodes now. I still don't know which one it is.
I got it covered. But yes, as always, we have been your host, Mightiest Gyros. Thank you for joining us this week, as you have every week. And thank you for being such loyal subscribers. As always, leave a comment, even though no one really leaves a comment, but I'll say it anyway until someone does. Leave a comment, subscribe, share, like, dislike. Tell us what you want to discuss next. You know, and as always shit before you shower.
And read Berserk and JoJo. Change it up.
All right, see you guys.